Love is specific love. Since we're selling our old house, I wanted to show you something very cool that, well, only a handful of people knew about. That is, if I can get my son out here.
Yeah.
Hey, son.
Hey.
If you haven't guessed already, we have a hidey hole in the house that really only a handful of people knew about, so we want to reveal it to the world, show you how it works, so that you can possibly build one yourself. Let's begin. As you see here, it looks like wood paneling, and it is. It's actually over the sheetrock that was currently there. But we did that so we can have some nice shelves, and we use these little wood panels to cover over where the gaps are, where the seams come together, I should say. And by doing that, this all looks nice and conformed. Now we have it over here where, if you notice, the height of my head would probably just barely above this shelf. But by doing it lower, it actually kind of takes away from any thought that there might be some kind of a door here. Now on the other side was just our steps going up and down. Out that wall is just a garage, and not many people would even guess that there'd be a room under the steps. All right, here's a little bit closer of the doorway to go in. All right, as you see, it's actually almost perfect size for my son's height. Let's check out the inside. If you look in here, it's actually, you can see where the steps go up overhead. And I have a number of shelves in here, some even back behind the door. I actually kept some safes over in that area with some specialty stuff. Let's both get in here. And as you can see, that right there was just an old door. Now, the bottom down here, we did trim off the bottom so that we can actually get it to fit just inside this structure. You can actually see right up here is the original door frame area. So we just got some 2x in here to make it nice and strong so you can actually see the paneling on the opposite side here. Now, we have a, I believe this is a 2x8, I believe. Hard to tell, possibly 2x6, 2x8, one of those, so that it can create a nice little door frame for the whole door. Now, keeping it simple, we just used the original hinges. We did do a little spacers here so that it will fit. Had to notch out a little bit of the wood right there so that the actual hinges could fit in there. To keep this shut, we just got a couple nice strong magnets. Actually 3 of them, now that I remember. And they're just real strong. You just grab here in an old hole, and they do pretty well of keeping it nice and shut. To pull this door shut, if you notice, we don't have handles on it. And of course, we don't want handles because that would be just a dead giveaway. We're actually right down here in one of the knots on the wood paneling, we have a nail that sticks out. On this side, you can see a little bit better. But whenever we're trying to close the door, we just take and pull on the nail, and then when we're done, just gently push it back. And there you go. You'd never guess that it's a door. For the paneling here on the door, it's actually just the thin panel, the same panel that we used on the wall. We just took some nails and nailed it in right here on the front side. Now the nails would be a little obvious, that is, unless you see how it shuts. On this side of the wall, the door frame, we actually have the wood, one of those wood columns is actually protruding out past the frame so that it will cover not only the gap of the door, but the nails holding it in. Let me show you how that works. As you see, I'm shutting it here. There's the nails and the gap for the door. Hide perfectly right there behind that column. Now this is such a good little hidey hole that I actually had a family member live with us for over 3 years, and he had zero clue that this door even existed. Just looks perfect. Even from both angles, you can't tell that's a door. I hope you like this little hidey hole. It's been a nice secret in our family, well, until now. So I hope you can make one. Hope you can enjoy having something similar to this. Make sure you have fun building.